Hello, my name is Kevin and welcome to the Love Decanters channel. So today I'm going to talk about the Whitefriars Govette decanter, which came out in 1930 and was designed by Harry Powell. They carried on making it after the war for a while, not too long. And yeah, so I'm going to go with my usual format. I'm going to show you some online catalogues for a bit of interest, and then I'm going to show you the glass that I have for a bit more interest, so you can see the detail of what you're looking at. Because sometimes, yeah, I bought one of these for like a £5, and they thought it was some Empoli. This is when Empoli was cheap, yeah, when nobody cared about it, and they were selling it off as some cheap tat. But it's not quite that. It is blown into mould, but it's blown by mouth, and then it's finished. It's got polished pontle and all that business. So, yeah, and it's tall and thin. Yeah, that's all I'm going to give away at the moment. But yeah, it does have that look, like the Empoli stuff. But yeah, it's ahead of its time, I think. Yeah. So anyway, let's get on and have a look at the references, and I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. This is the whitefriarsglassworks.com website, and this is the decanter we're looking at. So here it's listed as 2720 is the number here, and here's another decanter here, another square moulded one, 2091, and remember that one there when I'm showing you this one. So when I go to 1938, this one here is the one, and you've got glasses with it, which we didn't have in 31, and then we've got this jug. Now look at this jug, and then look at this, same handle, same jug. Also they've changed the number to M54 as the pattern number. And the colours we've got are flint, gold amber, and sea green. Okay, then we've got before 1940. We've got very similar, same colours, same glasses, everything. And then in 1950, it's the end of the line. They've just got the decanter M54, nothing else, which contrasts with, you know, just the decanter M54 with 1931, where it's 2720, just the decanter. So it's not like they're saying the suite is, by 1950 they're saying that they're not showing you a suite, and they're just showing the decanter, and this deck is still saying it's got a different number. Interesting. And I'm going to show you something else interesting when we move on and have a look at the glass. So these are the decanters I have. In the catalogue they mention 3 colours: flint, golden amber, sea green. This one, this khaki colour, this is called old amber. I do believe there's amethyst as well, and I think there might even be sky blue, but they're not in the catalogues anybody's seen. Now 1931 tells you that it just says plain colours, which means, and by 1938 names these 3 colours. So does that mean this is an earlier one? Because, well, it's old amber, which is an earlier colour usually. That's what people tell me. So yeah, but I also have some glasses, and I have something else I want to show you. So I've gone and got a few bits and pieces, but something I did miss to show you. Yeah, let me show you this. Look at the texture. The glass, it has a kind of icy texture. It also has polished pontle, and then the stopper has dimples, but it also has a polished pontle in the top. Put that there. And then the glass also has
the same icy texture. It's got a little collar around the base. There's no pontil mark. There's a lovely ring to it. And then let me show you this jug, which they've associated with the pattern. But in actual fact, it doesn't have that same texture. These are pretty rare because that is not a strong feature here. And in a way that doesn't really go with this. It really goes with, as I was trying to highlight earlier in the catalogue, with this. Yeah, which has got a different pattern number. So, yeah, and it also, if I put it over, it has a similar texture to the jug. So, and I also have a decanter, but I'm not going to pull that out as well. But I just thought I'd show this because you can clearly see that they're kind of an associated set. Why they would include that in the M54 in the catalogues and not with the other service which these goes to. And normally when they show you those squared claret jugs and decanters, they put them with these glasses which have this same icy texture. If I show you in the clear one, you'll see what I mean by icy. Yeah, again, no pontil. So yeah, a bit of weird thing going on there. I think they just didn't want to make glasses for these, like this kind of square. I don't know why. Just seems like a strange thing to do. But it is what they did. So there you have it. So either the Govette decanter, the M54, or the 2720, or maybe you're throwing in a 2091 jug into the M54 service. It's all a bit strange, isn't it? How that jug, which has got a different texture on it than the decanters, why would they lump it in? And the thing is, back in the day when they were making those things, once it was drawn, it was pretty much drawn. You know, it wasn't, you know, you had your artists put it together, and if they were making quite a lot of pages, it'd be very time consuming to change them. I noticed that between the 1938 and 1940 catalogues, they've used exactly the same picture, but a lot of the little bits in it are all typed in by hand. That's so that they could probably change the price from year to year. So they would have the same picture and they will just retype. So once they've done that and they've got that jog in that service, even if it wasn't quite right, it's in there. In the 1970s, they introduced letter set and you could fiddle around with things more easily, but and it wasn't until the sort of 80s and 90s. And if you look at the 1931 catalogue, where it's actually typeset at the printer and it's got a photograph, you know, once you've done that, and that's why there's less pages for the 1931 catalogue, probably because they had it professionally done, costs a bit more. So yeah, all of these things, back in the day, I've worked in an entirely paper office, and once something was made, it was made, and that was the one you were going to use. Once you've ordered so many thousands, I used to work on stuff. I was introducing computing to replace some of these things, and yeah, it was like things were very fixed and they'd been exactly the same for dozens of years, and then I came along and you could just change it on the fly any day you liked. But anyway, that's a completely different story. My voice is starting to go. So with that said, the references I use will be in the description below, and please remember to like and subscribe because it helps my channel, and thank you for watching and have a good night. Good night.